How's it going, guys? I'm a little pooped. Today was a big dad day. Ugh. How you guys doing? Greg, what's up? Um, I don't know that I'm working on this, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna work on the terminal stuff primarily, but I have an idea for something bigger than this. But I want to make sure I walk away with some sort of game. I'm looking for an MVIM program that'll just track time spent. I don't know how to install. I've never done like plugin installation. Plugins Lua. You decided to do whatever this is, and I just started to start working on my long forgotten typing game. Do you have the same brain injury I have? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I can do this. I'll be honest. I'm FOMO, I guess. Plugins Lua. Where the fuck is Plugins Lua? What the hell is Plugins Lua? Config is C. Plugins Lua. Plugins Lua. Plugins Lua. I don't see any plugins Lua. Oh wait, Lua plugins. Hold on. Oh, they're all in here. All themes. So I just create a Lua file here. So how do I create a file here? How do I add one? Lua plugins. Well, great, but how do I add a fucking file? How do I add a file? Themes. Dude, I don't know. Go on a crime spree. For lazy in Vim, place this in your plugins Lua or in your plugin config file. Bro, I don't know. Can I do multiple returns on a single plugin file? Doesn't look like I can. I don't know. I don't even know what any of this shit does. How do I make a goddamn file in here? Lua plugins in Vim. Where the hell am I? Here we go. New. No, I don't want to copy. How do I do anything? How do I create a file? Add a directory. Add is just A. What's this called? Pendulum? Pendulum. .lua. I don't know if this is going to load or not. Like, I don't know if there needs to be a loader for this. Changes detected, reloading. Config is reloading. So is it going to install? Do I have to reload? There we go. Pendulum binary not found. Fucking great. Failed to compile with Go. So cool. So it tried. Let's try again. Pendulum binary not found. Do I not have Go? Do I fucking need Go? Are you using Love2D? Oh, the plugins just... I just realized I should be keeping track of my time when I do anything. So it's just a Vim plugin that's going to calculate how much time I'm spending on different projects. Let's install Go. Okay, Go is installed. There we go. I'll start counting. Jesus Christ. Jacob's lost it. Go binary compiled successfully. Okay, so now, in theory, if it's running, I can just do command pendulum. There we go. Request failed. No such file. Okay, we're going to quit and reload this. And then we're going to get to work. Cyberpunk, the game, the movie. And Pendulum. There's no tab complete. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So, cool. Something that I don't have to think about that'll just track how much time I'm spending on shit. Sounds like my kind of program. I made this thinking it would keep me productive. Oh, I need it to be something. Yeah, I gotta have it be something I forget about and go, oh, that's right. I have this thing that tracks my time. Because I use it as a UI piece. Oh, nice. I'm just showing you. Sweet. Well, okay. So I have this idea for the game that I want to do, but I'm holding it off. I think the game is turning into an incremental. It wasn't intentional, but the more I kept thinking about how do I do this, like what I'm imagining, I was like, oh, like it kind of building a bot army is a lot like an incremental mechanic. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I think it's partly like an incremental. I don't even know yet. I don't know that I don't have a clear. I'm just going to keep going. I feel like there's going to be something that comes up where I'm like, okay, here we go. So I'm just going to keep moving along and we'll see. Can't a man share his time tracking Pomodoro timer app with another man without being accused of trying to help? It is weird how I get a reputation that I feel like doesn't match what's going on in my head, but it's interesting. I think that's true of every human being, though. Know thyself, to thy own self be true. All right. I can show you a bit of what's going on here. We've got an improved terminal. Here we are right here. I refactored some of the code for some of this stuff. Password is Taco Bell forever. And you'll see here we have a little loading bar. Whoops. Did I do the wrong thing? I think I did. SSH. 10 dot. Oh, I did. 39. No, it's 10.235.90.0p. Taco Bell forever. And we got a sweet little loading thing here. And so I'm starting to separate how the different devices would work. Palantir, the terminal illness. Well, anytime I think about what I'm doing, just know I would never help you. That's not true. Let's review my code here really quick. So I've got the terminal as its own thing, and then our endpoints have their command sets, and so we have an override here, so that any time we connect to a terminal, to an endpoint, if the endpoint is inheriting, it's a router, so we inherit endpoint, and it comes with all this other shit, then we can add our own custom commands to that particular thing. This is going to be one of those weird. This is feeling like Zachtronics as well. I feel like I'm doing some Zachtronics thing with all this because it's like very. I can see the page on itch right now, and it's just like, here's all your commands, and like, it's like a fucking 30-page. Should I just drop this and make a fun, dorky game? Like, should I drop this? I feel like I should drop it. I feel like I'm going to spend 2 weeks on this and end up feeling like a dumbass. That's what my gut is telling me right now. Did a bunch of painting today. I have no idea. Let's do a generic search for cyberspace. You know what we could do? You ever seen those internet videos? The early internet videos? Of, let's search YouTube. How to use the World Wide Web. VHS.
Ah, the sweet sound of selling and earning on Vinted. Don't wear it, sell it.
Just stress sweating through my third set.
To Star Trek, hardware, software, take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno hip, all because of a computer chip.
Okay, hang on. We gotta go to... I gotta put it in this, otherwise it gets all screwy. Sorry. Gotta hear that song again.
Zone to Star Trek, hardware, software, take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno hip, all because of a computer chip.
It's another day in the life of a family. Maybe a little bit like yours.
Hi, we're the Jamesons, and if you're like us,
Nope, you guys are rich as fuck.
We didn't know much about computers.
Sorry.
But a few months ago, we
I know
decided to
nothing
join
of your
the
world.
information age, and we'd like to share with you what our family has learned about computers.
Well, the first thing you need to do is set up your new computer system.
Shut up,
It's
Tommy.
really exciting to take the computer out of the box. And it's also a little bit confusing because there's so many cables to plug in.
And you're not sure what to do, right, Dad?
Well, I recommend that first you make sure all the parts are there before you start to get underway.
That's right, and
That
everyone
kinda
can
guy.
help. You know, they've made it so much easier than in the old days. Now most computer systems are sold with a lot of software programs already installed.
And the installation of additional software is made automatic with Microsoft Windows 95 plug-and-play technology.
So first, you'll need to
That
connect up
kid
the
is
individual components of
absolutely
your
doing a
system.
line of
If you're
something
lucky, your
after
system
they're
will
done
have
shooting.
color-coded cables that enable you to put your pieces together easily.
It's so simple, even your kids can do it. Tell them, Peter.
First, you hook up your mouse. That's the pointer, your monitor and speakers, if you have them. Then, connect
He's
your printer.
actually
And if
32,
you got
right?
lucky, you got a scanner too. It's fun because it lets you put photos and images inside your computer.
That's good advice, Peter. That way you can make sure all of your equipment...
Just like I want to get inside my friend
So, after
Christina.
you've got everything installed, you'll be excited.
Yeah. the
And I'd
computer
like to
comes
get
on,
inside
you see the
my
icons on the screen,
my
they
secretary,
represent the programs you
Stephanie.
have. It's cool.
It really is. Now you'll use the mouse to navigate around the screen.
Get used to clicking and double-clicking with your mouse to select the things you want. Now, if you're having installation problems, you may want to check the following. Are all of your components plugged in properly? Are they getting power? Are the contacts on your system clean and well seated in their outlets?
Oh, also, if a modem is involved, is your telephone line connected? Are the cables between your components short enough to avoid signal loss? And finally, has your system been moved around so the pieces may have come loose?
I mean, this is solid advice right here.
If problems persist, you'll need to contact the help desk of your computer manufacturer or your retailer. Be ready to tell them the specifics of the problems that you've had.
And
That will help them
try
get to the
and
bottom
pay
of your
attention,
problem
because the
more quickly.
accent is going
Now
to be
there's an
thick.
efficient solution for at-home computer problem solving. Semantic PC Handyman. It can
Slater,
help
how's
solve
it going?
simple problems before you have to go to the trouble to take your computer in for repairs.
You
Nathir,
simply install PC Handyman, and when you type in the problem you're having, it gives you some possible solutions, and then it helps you solve it.
That's right. It also includes an application called Crash Guard to help you recover from computer freeze-ups.
So remember as you watch this tape, if you're serious about learning about your computer, it can be a real asset to you, both personally as well as professionally. In fact, it can change your life. But first, you really need to start out
Damn,
with
pretty
understanding of the
presumptuous there.
basics of your system and how to use each program. So let's dive right in.
All because of a computer chip.
One of the most basic computer applications is word processing.
okay, spitballing an idea. Cyberspace, first-person shooter. You're going to different websites, and so you go to like different things, and so there's different enemies at different websites. And there's like you get to the dirty porn site, and everything you shoot is like, you know, what you'd expect. Do it like do it with 2D billboarded sprites for enemies. Do it Doom style. Make it look like what was the Windows screensaver that was the maze? I think it was called Maze, right? I can't talk about... Nathir criticizes everything I talk about. There's nothing I talk about that's the right topic. I don't know how to win with you, Nathir. Then you take a ramp off onto the dark web and the real fun begins. It's all just drugs and human trafficking and shit. It's just like, oh my God. Cybercop? Should it be called Cybercock? Oh, Freudian slip cricket. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Don't clip it. Pagorli, you son of a bitch. Don't do it. Cybercock. Drugs and hitmen for hire. I'm looking around at things. I'm having a little bit of a self-doubts here early in the jam, and I feel like if I'm going to pivot, I need to pivot now. Cyberspace. Cybering. Wanna cyber? ASL. What else comes to mind? I like your idea of story game using terminal. I like your mom, but we all can't have what we want here, Jacob. But it's got to be kind of visual novelty. Your mom's a visual novel that I want to read. Cricket's losing it. He's losing it. that's a good emote. Don't go on the dark web. At first, it's just all innocent exploration. Then you come across something you regret, never go back. That was my mistake. Oh, dude, I'm sure you could see. I've seen things. The dark web is what the internet used to be. Flip the idea, turn it into tower defense. You're an ISP and you have to prevent users to reach porn. So should we just be the UK government preventing adults from accessing websites without ID, but calling it Think of the Children? Let's see. I could just do like a visual novel thing where it's totally linear and I just dick around with funny shit. Have they lost their fucking minds? No. As a Brit, I have my reservations. Every country in the world is being equally stupid about a lot of stuff. It's just which one are they being stupid about? What is it? What's the saying? It's like they're bored. I know, we got to do something. Well, we've got to ban something. What do we do? I've never done an FPS. That might be fun. We've already got an FPS controller, right? That's not hard to do. And I've got some guns models, right? Little blasters. So what are we doing if we just are blowing shit up? And how do we make it interesting and cyberspacian? What do we do? What is it you say you do?
In the good old days, this was known as typing. And the most fortunate used the IBM Selectric.
Yeah, lots of glow, fluorescent.
Mistakes without using that chalky
But then along came computers and word processing, and it revolutionized the old way of typing documents. Word processing not only types letters, but it also helps to format school reports, resumes, and business proposals, and much more.
Shit. What if... Okay, guys, you remember the early browser games? Like, was there Neopets? Neopets was like one of them, right? And then there was Club Penguin. Yeah, Club Penguin. Okay, hang on. Something's coming to me. I mean, I feel like just making a Newgrounds game fits. Club Penguin. Could we do a shooter with Club Penguin? Maybe we're going around and blowing up old Newgrounds characters and shit. What if Beanie Babies, but the dark web? Nathir. I don't think that's going to work. Toontown 3D or whatever it was. Is Club Penguin the sequel to Club Seal? Oh my god. Habbo Hotel was the one where the kids were into for a while. Habbo Hotel. That sounds like you're about to say something really bad. Oh shit, I remember this, but I wasn't involved in it. But for some reason this looks really fucking familiar. There was a TV show that used this sprite format that was about like video games, right? Coke Studios. Clubbing Seal games. I wonder how hard it would be to just rip. Would it be bad? Would Knack not like it if I just stole a bunch of shit? No, we can't do that. Make a full MOBA with 30 characters. Let's do that. Yeti throw game. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, those classic like tossing games. There was like a skiing one too. Wasn't there like a ski jump one? 3D clubbing seals game. Oh, I realize you guys aren't seeing anything I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at Neopets and Club Penguin. Grappling hooks, but grappling hooks aren't cyberspace. Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't even know that I can play this. Now loading. What? Excellent. Oh yeah, these are classic. This is awesome. Quality. Got to go high quality. Okay. That mom. The free. I know. I just noticed it too, Slater. That should be an emote. Okay. Let's screen cap it. Hang on. Let's get it full framed. Highest possible quality on this frame. Print screen. There we go. We'll deal with that later. I'll deal with you later. Save the clipboard. We're going to save you. Now, Tane. I can get into. Okay, we saved it. Miss Cricket's trying to get a hold of you. I worry that my idea for the game is something I've never done before, and therefore I'm going to regret it. What about the one where it looks like a desktop, but you got a bunch of windows with windows with levels on them? Cyberspace. What's the stereotypical? Let's do the. I feel like I'm about to do the jam equivalent of the definition of cyberspace. Yeah, see, I always equated cyberspace with cyberpunk. Like the two to me were inseparable. That's why I just thought cyberpunk. Interconnected digital environment is a type of virtual world popularized with the rise of the internet. Should I bust out my multiplayer code and should I just make a chat room? I quit it with the movies hackers, no joke. The Matrix, yeah. Or Johnny Mnemonic and shit, yeah. Cyberspace users are sometimes referred to as cybernauts. Only if you're lame. Should I bust out all my dungeon server code and just turn it into multiplayer FPS? I can bust a multiplayer FPS out. Whenever I hear cyber, I also immediately think of cyber sex. I'm not weird. You're weird. So early cyberspace. Early cyberspace. To me, I always thought about it when I was young, it was the interaction of other people on the internet. That was it. Like chat rooms, IRC, video streaming, but that was extremely rare. Because you had to have like real media licenses and all kinds of shit. You just couldn't do that. Use your dungeon, make it inside a computer, and get sucked into the computer, fight viruses to win large-breasted women's hearts, saving your job and maybe the world somehow. Oh hell yeah! Do the little chevron cuts on the hair. Hell yeah! In a world, the world needs you. Okay. What if we did... Okay, I think I could do this. That would just be... What if I did... It's like... It's Star Fox. It's an on-rails shooter. And at the end of it, you have to fight Knack. And instead of... Like, you know how at the end of the first Star Fox game, you fight Andros and it's his face? You know? At the end of this one, it would be Knack's face. I would need like a bunch of different expressions from Knack. I don't know how I would come across that. But the very last boss is just a giant ass Knack that you have to destroy. And the rest of the game is like cyberspacian. Only if it includes barrel rolls. We could do that. And it's just fucking as glowing and fluorescent as I possibly can make it. But it's definitely not themed that way. No, I feel like they really... I mean, I'm excited for that one, but it feels like it's way too close to Star Fox. Like, it's almost like it's flirting with infringement. It's wild to me that they didn't even try. Wild Blue Skies, yeah, it's so close to it. It looks great, but But the animals and everything, it's like, oh shit, that's Star Fox. What you need is something that's Star Fox, but not Star Fox, like a bit more fake. Maybe Star Fox. Excellent. I mean, this is straight up Corneria level 1-1, or whatever you want to call it. This is like the very first Star Fox 64. This is the first stage. Like, there's the waterfalls. There's the things yeah. Just use AI. Automatically get canceled. Just make the entire game generative AI and be like, oh shit, I didn't see the note about that. Starnik the Foxhawk. No. We need to be super rad like Hacker Man. Like you're going in and you're destroying viruses and shit, right? So it's like that scene in Hackers where he's got to go into the file system, but he has to fucking fly around it. And so maybe you're destroying like viruses and like you're collecting like classified documents and shit. And AIDS, yeah, AIDS was a big deal back then. Well, if you're making an homage to a game because they haven't made one forever, and then you put your own legally distinct style on it, and then they announce the actual Star Fox remake, even though they haven't said the name in years, then this makes sense. Yeah. An incremental where you have to make as many Angel Fire and GeoCities and tripod pages. Let's look at the hacker scene real quick. Every hacking scene. Here we go. Yeah, this shit. So we do this. For like, but a shooter.
Green light, when the green light's blinking, it's something.
Now we've lost that 26. Nope, make that 10 to 40. And 1 to 6.
Die, dickweeds.
Die, dickweeds.
A rabbit is in the administration system. Send a flu shot.
Rabbit,
Send a flu shot. You know they just have them on a rotating. They're just someone's running around at the bottom, spinning him around. Wait, I send this clip to Els for our game. What clip? Type cookie, you idiot. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
We have massive infection, multiple GPI and FSI viruses.
They're coming in from remote nodes.
Can I do this? Okay, so the only thing I don't have is a ship. But I do have a way of making ships pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, I feel confident that I can pull this one off. This idea is turning into something really big. I like the idea, but it's way too big for a jam when I'm trying to also work on the main game. So, flying around shooter Star Fox, we can do. I've never done a rail shooter, but I have thought about how Star Fox did it. I know some of the tricks that they did. I played the game enough to realize how they do a lot of the things that they do. Yeah, we're jamming. Okay, so let me get I need a spaceship. I need some sort of ship, like a low poly ship. Wonder, I can build those buildings pretty easy. Medusa, how's it going? Okay, so I think we're gonna ditch the terminal idea. I have kit bashing kits for ships. Same here. I've got one from I was actually just trying to find it real quick. Let me track it down. I guess I could use this as a starting point. Let's just use the one that we just got from well, shit. Okay, starting over. Here we go again. Johnson, how you doing, man? Cyberpunk, the game, the movie. So now we're going to make Cyberpunk the game, the movie, the game. Okay. Cyberpunk, the game, the movie, the game is a go. Let's get rid of this. Where did it go? Ah, put it in the wrong thing. Cyberpunk, the game, the movie, the game. So let's just get the rails going first. Kit bash. Damn, this is like high detailed. Okay, good. Thank you for that, Greg. So the theme is cyberspace. Interesting. Just grab random Japanese, Chinese characters, green text, put in textures on building, Matrix style. Yeah. I mean, you've got Blade Runner as like But Blade Runner falls into that cyberpunk thing. Of course, Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man's another classic. Everyone remembers the scene where the lady checks out the guy in the jeans. Lawnmower Man would not get made today, I'll tell you that. That would not happen. But Lawnmower Man is classic, Pagorli. Repo Man? What's the one with Arnold? Well, there's Running Man. I mean, Arnold, I almost feel like the closest that I can think about, Total Recall. Yeah. Total Recall. Demolition Man is another one that kind of feels that way. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on the ship. Super tiny. Supercalifragilistic. Bring in the starship. Alidocious. Now we don't have any. Ugh. Okay. It's a good starting point. It's something rather than nothing. It's facing the wrong way. So the first thing we do is we flip this son bitch around. Okay. Next, we need a camera. And actually, node 3D. So there's two 3D nodes. There's the starship, spaceship. We're going to call this game spaceship, starship. Camera 3D. You know what? Let's go straight to Phantom camera. I'm comfortable with it. I'm proud of it. Gosh darn it, I like it. Although I'm beginning to realize the reason why the code for this is so bad is because I think it was vibe coded. Because I remember when I inspected the code and I made a change to it, I was like, why the hell is it doing? It was like doing the same thing 3 times. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it was definitely AI assisted. Let's see. So, Phantom. Oh, we gotta enable this son bitch. It never occurred to me that would exist. And then after I found out what it's like, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's what that was. I'm like, okay. But I could be wrong. I don't want to throw shade at somebody without... Like, why did I even say that? You know, this is the kind of thing that's going to keep me up at night. So we need to create... All you do with Phantom Camera, which is weird, is you create a camera 3D, one camera 3D. You can have multiple camera 3Ds, but generally it's one. You add Phantom Camera host to that. And then you throw your Phantom Camera where you want it. You give it the behaviors you want. And all else follows. So now the ship is going to be on the camera. The camera is going to be moving. So it's the camera. The camera is the thing that's moving. This is going to get really weird because the camera is going to be on a rig that's moving so that the camera can freely kind of look around the entire rig that's on the camera. So the camera's on like some sort of dolly. And that the ship is going to be on as well. So I'll just call it dolly. So the starship, Phantom Camera, and this. So here's what's really weird. Ship. Here's what's really weird. We're only going to be controlling the ship's X and Y, or sorry, Y and X axis, but the speed is going to be the dolly speed, which the camera is going to be on. Okay, so now we just kind of need something to fly around, and we also want to do rails, right? So we don't want, so let's do, we're just going to make a mesh, couple of towers. Mesh instance. And a box mesh. Oh man, this ship is small. She's tiny. Oh God, that is a small ship. Let's scale this up. Should I do it here? Or do I do it on the import? This thing is tiny. That's fine. I don't quite know the scale that I want to do here, but okay, so now we just need a ground surface. So we'll just do another mesh for that. And this is just going to be a quad, and this is going to be facing Y. And then we're just going to make this really big. Boop. Boop. Okay. There's our ground. Let's make it green. Standard material. Albedo. And just that's the perfect color of green right there. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do a world environment. Although we don't want green, we're doing cyberpunk. What the fuck am I saying? We want black. Black as hell. We need like some sort of thing that is like what? If we're going to do this, we need some way of turning it into you can tell that you're moving. So we'll have to figure that out. And this mesh. All right, world environment. Let's go ahead and make a new one. Okay, and then let's make this tall. So size is going to be like 5. Ooh, a little too tall. 3. Type cookie. Okay. And then let's just top view. And we're just going to... Okay, so we've got that. Let's start our ship somewhere a little more comfortable for us. The camera, so the dolly node also needs to be somewhere that's sort of like this is the middle of the world. So we kind of have to decide what that's going to be. Let's say 5 is, dear God, that feels really small. 5. Heights on these things are only 3. So these probably need to be bigger, or our ship needs to be smaller. But we're going to go with 5, 2, 2, 10. Okay. Now we need to kind of adjust some things here. Top view. Top view. Let's throw these out like this. Pagorli. I do feel like a dummy. Because I was all like, oh, I didn't. What happened? I thought I. All right. We're going to reset ship. Okay. Okay, so there's that. The dolly node. Ship needs to go. Camera needs to be a little bit further back. Dolly mode is locked to our camera position, but the camera's further back from that. There we go. Someone call for a dummy. Oh, I'm the dummy. I am the dummy. I'm the dummy. Okay, so that's kind of our scene layout. Now we'll just attach a script here called game. This is actually going to be way easier to do. Way easier. So let's go back. CD ... Cyberpunk, the game, the movie, the game. And there we go. Close that out. Game. Cyberpunk, the game, the movie, the game. You saw the game. You played the game. You saw the movie. Now play the game. A game. Play the game, a game. So var, we're going to call it ship node 3D exports var dolly node 3D. Okay. Next, phantom camera. Look at mode, simple. Look at target, starship, or ship. Pretty fucking simple. So now the camera is naturally going to tween and follow the ship wherever the ship is. We need to have artificial bounds for where the ship can move. We actually aren't going to allow it to go very far outside of a specific area. Again, we're on rails. We're just going straight. So basically we want some controls, right? So let's think about this. We're going to go straight with controllers inputs. Does Knack use controllers when he plays these games? When he does his things? Shoot. Up. Down. Left. Right. Maybe one of the 10 fight sticks he has. You could do it on a fight stick. Okay, so up. We're going to do D-pad up. Down, D-pad down. Left, D-pad left. Right, D-pad right. Okay. And then we're going to do up. Axis up. Down. Left. Right. And then I guess WSD. W. A. Or, sorry, S. A. And then D. Ship it. Done. Now, shoot. It's done. Shoot, I guess, is, X. And then speed up and speed down, right? Brakes, air brake, space brake, cyber brake, cyber brake, cyber, should it be cyber shoot? Cyber speed, cyber brake. Okay. Cyber speed right trigger. Cyber brake left trigger. Or do we do what is it called when an aircraft yaw pitch roll. Yaw pitch roll. It's roll, right? Yeah, so roll left and roll right. Cyber roll left, roll right. So these would be roll. Okay, shoulder and shoulder. Okay, control set. Do an alien roll. Just didn't sound the same. I wonder if they got it right in the Japanese. Aileron? It's aileron, right? Do an aileron roll. Do a barrel roll. The guy who's teaching you, your mentor, Peppy, doesn't even know the names of the maneuvers that you would do in flight. But I like to imagine that Fox is like, no, I'm going to do a barrel roll. I'm going to do an aileron roll. And so Fox is like ignoring Pepe. Hell yeah. We need a Pepe in this game. Oh shit. Pepe. Okay, so we already have a character name. Pepe. Can we do anything with Falco and Pepe? Falco and Slippy. We got to come up with something for that. Pepe. Pepe. Oh shit. Pepe just constantly giving you. Oh god. I don't want to fall into stereotypes because all I could do is think of just fucking awful stereotypes. But I mean, Slippy is like racist. I mean, there's a collection on YouTube of like Slippy being racist. It's wild. I never thought of it that way. But he's like totally like pointing out people's differences and like, oh, you sound funny, and like, oh, why would you talk to that like pig? Because he's a pig. And it's like stuff like that. And it's like, whoa, Slippy. Whoa, dude. Slippy, chill, man. Oh my God, Slippy. Okay. Slippy. So do we even need physics? I think we're going to do physics on the ship, but not for its control. So let's just get our ship moving. So we've got dolly and ship. Those are the two main things we need. So let's assign the ship and let's assign dolly. And we'll just give a forward momentum. So const dolly speed float equals per second. Well, if it's per second, that would be hard to figure. So we have to have some multiplier. But if these buildings are huge, these buildings are 2. Let's just make our speed 2. We'll go by 2 buildings every X period of time. Okay. So func process. Okay. We'll just do everything in process for now and then go from there. So now we need to collect our up and down inputs. Inputs, axis, get axis, negative action, and positive action. We can't do it that way. It's something like that, though. It's not axis. Guys, I'm going to bust this out pretty quick. The control. The hard part is, it's funny because a lot of this is stuff that Els was dealing with on his, which was describing the appearance of enemies and how to set that stuff up. And so since we're in 3D, it's an even differenter kind of problem. But I think we can get away with it with easy way with it is with resources. And so we put a node 3D. We give it a special class, and you plop it anywhere, and it has a well, it wouldn't even be resources at that point, just be exports. And then once you're to that point, then it fires off. Oh, okay, these things come in, right? So I think we can do that. There's some way of translating inputs. I mean, hell, I'm doing it in the Metroid. I don't want to do that. How are you guys doing tonight? How's everyone doing? How are you feeling about the jam? How are you feeling about the jam, Pergs? Anybody else doing this? Jacob, you're doing it too, right? Jacob's doing it. Slater, are you? I feel like Boats was doing it as well. And then Els is with Pogorli. What is it and how long is it? It's 2 weeks. Man, Els has a 9-page document. It's badass. I am not. Jesus. Yeah, well, I feel like I fumbled going with you guys because I I don't know. Like I thought I was like, yeah, like when you guys do a jam, let me know and I'll join. But I guess it just got wires crossed. But I also just feel like you guys got started and I was like, I don't want to like inject myself into that. It just felt weird. I was like, this is going to feel weird if I do that. Okay, so we're going to do player controller. But I think this is better this way cuz there's going to be more games. Right? That's good for Knack. Here we go. What is it called? Get vector. And then you just give it the, okay, so it's get vector. Ship direction. Get vector. Left. Right. up, down. But I also get like, I also get the confusion about me doing the Metroidvania thing. Okay. The Cave Rim series. So ship direction, and then we have a base dolly speed. Dolly. Global position. It's not a physics object. Dot. Z, we're always moving forward. Equals dolly speed times delta. This is going to make it hella slow. So we're going to be moving really slow, I'm pretty sure. So I got to rethink that. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay, so then we got to look up how to do delta again, because it's actually important to get that right. Ship direction. So then we have a ship direction. So if there's a ship direction, then we are going to move the ship. So do we invert the controls? I just realized I didn't invert the controls. Are people going to be all bitchy about that? I'm going to have to do a remap thing just because of that. Because I do inverted. So up is now S. Down is now W. And then these are all wrong. So let's fix that. Up is down. And down is up. I need to turn in. Ah, Pergs, I wanted you to see something happening. Ship direction. I see these happenings. It excites me. Just deliver your 9-page document by tomorrow morning. All right, go to sleep. Is it plus equals? Plus equals. So then we need a ship move speed. Const ship. Move speed. Float. We'll do 2 for that as well. So we take these directions, we multiply them by our ship move speed times delta. We almost got it. Okay, guys. Expected initializer. Oh. Okay. That's it. That is, in theory, if this is all set up the way I'm imagining everything's going to work, This is what? Only a couple of lines of code. So it's like, you know, probably like 8 lines of code to do this. And it's probably going to be way too slow. And the camera's probably going to be way too close. Although, oh, it's too far. Look at the ships look so tiny. Is that it right there? Hang on. Here we go. All right. Select current. Here we go. Oh, we're going backwards. Okay, hang on. Wrong way. Z, forward on the Z. So minus equals on the Z. I got one thing wrong. Come on. That's not bad. Let's add a sun. Directional light. You know what? I just can't follow trends. I should just make the games that I love. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I just can't be the salesman. I just can't be the like... If I can't do this making the stuff I would want to play, then I don't want to do it. Yeah. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. So I'm moving up and down, if you can believe it. So now we need to be able to, so it's not right though, because the ship needs to be, don't you dare make a bonkers typing game. I know, right? So the ship is, whoops, we just 9/11 those buildings. Jesus Christ. So the camera's too close. I think it's part of our problem. So use 9/11 as a verb. Don't make me 9/11 you. Oh my God, Cricket. Oh God. All right, I'm going to put it forward. Bop, ba-da, bop, ba-da, 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 ba. So the camera needs to follow us a bit. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Let's do the tilting left and right though. Nah, we kind of have to fix this right away. So, whoop, 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 whoop. It's weird how it's following it too, because it's like not framing it in the center, which is a weird choice as a cameraman. Phantom node. Phantom camera, that's a weird move, Phantom camera. So we have a look at offset, but then we would have to change it every time. I don't like that. So the camera sort of needs to lerp towards us. So follow mode. Okay, so we need a combination of look at and follow. Sticks to its target. Oh, here's something. We want to have damping on the look at, but not a lot of it. Okay, that kind of helps. But it's still, okay. So the dolly keeps moving, the camera goes with the dolly. So our constraints have to be the ship. There's a level constraints on where the ship can move. We can build that pretty quickly. Let's double check follow mode. multiple targets. Follows a target while being positionally confined to a path 3D node. Follows a target while being positionally confined. Determines the position logic for a given phantom camera. The different modes have different functionalities. Okay, but if we're confined to a path 3D node, because we could do that that would give us an ability to have, if we did a path 3D for all this stuff, that would give us the ability to have branching paths, or the rails are moving left or right or whatever, not just going straight. Framed. Applies a dead zone on the frame and only follows its target when it tries to leave it. Follows the target while being positionally. Group. Simple. Follows the target with an optional offset. And glue. Let's try glue. I think this is a mistake. The camera's going to look up. It's not even looking at it. What the hell happened here? What the hell's going on? This thing is buggy. So we want to lock the x-axis, right? There we go. But okay, we can increase the damping. I don't know what it should be. Yeah, if we lock the Z, then the ship just flies away. If I'm having it look at the ship, why the hell is it looking up at the fucking sky? Like, seriously, what the hell's going on? That's not where the ship is. It's weird. It's like if I have a combination of look at and all right, I'm going to do a new Phantom camera because this, I feel like, has been infected with some sort of... I hate using other people's stuff, man, because I never know what did it. I just never know. So follow mode is going to be... applies a dead zone on the frame and only follows a target when it tries to leave. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. Night. What the fuck? Have a good night, Greg. So simple is doing it. Framed is fine. Look at framed even. Framed is doing the weird thing. It's like wigging out. Get ready for the ride of your life. This is absolutely some bullshit thing. Stefan, thanks for the stream streak. Thanks for that. Phantom camera 3D, look at and follow same node 3D. I feel like I almost have it. Oof. Yeah, well, first of all, that's backwards. Damping needs to be more. Follow damping is like half. It's looking better. No, I haven't. No. But I believe I can. I must. I'm going to have to look in their code and fix it. They have some weird ass problem. It's likely they're doing something on physics. But it's this damn spring arm. This is what's doing it. It's real jittery. Oh, it's just too close. That's the problem. For some reason, if it's super close, that causes the issue. Man, I can't wait till my little couch gets here. I've been sleeping on a mattress on the floor and my neck is starting to kink. I just want to plop down with my head up. It's actually kind of funny how cliche my bachelor pad has been. All the tropes. Gotta have them all. Okay. Let's bring ourselves a teensy bit closer to the ship. Let's also fix the project 16:9. Stretch viewport. So now we're even further away from the ship. So we need to be closer. It feels like it's pushing us really far away from. Like if I'm all the way there, yeah, see, it doesn't like that. Nah, something. Follow offset. Something is funky. So that puts us up. Follow damping value. Maybe we don't have any damping on Z. And that'll keep us locked to be close to the ship. Yes. Okay, I think we got something here, boys. I think we're somewhere. All right, let's do our so what we want is when you're telling the ship to go different ways, we want the ship to sort of like move into those directions, right? So we need some sort of system for sort of pushing its orientation. So we're moving the ship around, the ship position, but then we also need to like lean it in one way and the other and tween and all that stuff. I think it's actually going to be slurping. We're going to slurp a lot. Like a dual stick thing? No, like the ship is stiff. The ship is just literally just on a fixed axis doing this. Like it's just do I have a ship that I can do? I got a ship. Yeah, I've got a ship. Here we go. So here's our ship. So imagine Darth Vader's ship. I'm going to zoom myself in here. So we have this, and right now we are just moving like on a fixed point wherever we're going. But what we need to do is, while we're telling the ship to move at these guaranteed X and Y values that the player is going to sort of instinctively realize is happening, we need it to go kind of lean to the direction that you're telling it to go, and give the ship like a living personality of like, oh, you're actually telling it to go that way, and it's like starting to point that way and stuff. So let me put myself back down in the corner, teensy tiny. So yeah. The other thing that we need to do is we have a reticle. So we need a reticle that we're moving as well. So that is going to be in a control node. And we are going to grab Kinney Assets has 2D. He's got UI. Cursor. We want a pixelated cursor. This. Is there anything here that looks like a target? We've got this stuff here. These ones here are the closest thing that we have. Okay. Reticle. Target round B. We're going to re-import it to be bigger because it's too small. It's way too thick. I wonder if there's a version of these without the outlines. Crosshair pack. Here we go. Oh, this is even better. Okay, so the crosshair needs to represent a point in space the ship is pointing to. And that's why we have to move the ship. All right, I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom. All right. Can we do this? Oh. That explains why it's having a hard time with the... Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay, that explains some of the weirdness that I was dealing with. Okay, so now we want to lock the reticle in to where the ship is facing. But we need the ship to want to go... I decided for the jam game. Are you familiar with the jam game that I'm working on? I'm doing a 2-week jam game real quick with for Little Doctor Games. Mike, I was working on a terminal thing. Were you there for that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing a 2-week jam for Little Doctor. I'm still working on the Metroid. That's going to be, don't worry, the Metroid is the thing. The real thing right now. But I started a terminal game yesterday, and then I started thinking about it more, and I'm like, I just don't think this is going to work. What I want to make it be and what it would end up being, I think, are going to be off. So yeah, so I'm doing a cyberspace shooter game. You know the hacking scene in Hackers where they're flying around and they're going to different folders and shit, and there's like these giant towers that are like directories and stuff. Basically, it's Star Fox, but cyberspace and like the hacker scene in Hackers. Does that make sense? So I'm just working on the camera movement right now. Do you have a link to the episode? Whoa! Okay. Okay. Maybe they don't fly.
Yeah, you know what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
The internet!
My God, it's full of ads.
That's a good idea. All right. We're going to raid out. Tilt's looking nice. Yeah, I got to do it differently though. I'm not quite sure. I think we need to slurp and lerp. Mike, I hope you're doing good. Dude, this guy's he's still going. This has been going on for days now. His stream. Have been better, yeah. Dude, let's raid LJ.
Now when I move, it also moves on your...
All right, we're going to raid LJ. LJ is working on a tactical street fighting game like XCOM meets Street Fighter. Some cool stuff. And it's multiplayer. So just wild. All right, see you guys.